When you receive the files, you can open up the zip folder and you'll find two spreadsheets, one for the organizer and one for the participants. The first thing you need to do is save it to your desktop or one of the folders you want to keep it in, and open up the organizer file. And in that file, you'll see you get to choose what the point scoring will be on the sweepstakes. We have default scores in there, but you can change them. Once you know how the competition is going to run, you need to send out the participants file to them so that they can capture their scores. When the participants receive the file, they can perform the following steps. First thing to do is to go to the Your Prediction sheet and enter your name. You can then work through all the fixtures and make your predictions by entering the scores in the blue cells. To make things easier, we've allowed you to select a team and then using the filter bring up all the matches involving that team so that you can predict the results for one team at a time. You can do this for a few teams, perhaps teams you are more familiar with. And when you are done either completing all of the predictions, or if you've exhausted your knowledge or patience, you can then move on to the next feature we've included. The next feature, called Rate the Teams, is where you want Excel to make some educated guesstimates of what the scores might be for the matches that you haven't had a chance to predict or you don't have patience to predict. In this section, we have all the teams and where they were placed last year, and a column called Your Rank. You're able to change this to affect which sides you think have improved or weakened over the season. We also give the ability to show how strong a team is at home by allocating another goal. So the way this works is these teams are ranked. So if you think the first three teams are much of a muchness, you'd put perhaps ones all the way here. And the way the Excel is going to guess it is depending on the rank of the team. So if team A was a 1, team B was a 20, and you've decided that 5 places deserves an extra chance of another goal, it is possible in this scenario that team A will have a maximum of 5 goals it can get, and team B will have a maximum of 2 goals it can get. And Excel will then guess within those parameters, and hopefully it'll provide an educated guess of what could happen in those matches. You can also affect how Excel guesses with the normal number of goals and with the home matches. So if you feel a side is particularly strong at home, you can give them a certain number of goals, and this just gives them another chance of more goals in that match. Doesn't mean they will get them, but it does improve their chances of winning at home. Once you've done that, you go to the last sheet, the final prediction sheet, and this is where you'll see if you've made predictions, the score coming through here. And this is where now you can ask Excel to guess the rest. So in this case, we've made no predictions, and the computer's going to guess everything. So when we click this button, Excel has gone and guessed the results of matches. Your predictions would stay, the guesses are put in, and we then suggest you look at what the table looks like, and you can click this as many times as you want until you are happy with what the league position is saying. And this will then be what you'll send back to the organizer as your final prediction list. There are some other sheets here. One is a table sheet which just gives you your final predictions, home, away, and overall. And this sheet is just one of the working sheets which we use to do the guesstimates. When the organizer receives all the participants' spreadsheets back, he or she gets them, and you'll see there's a whole number of sheets with player 1, player 2, etc. All you need to do is go to the spreadsheet, highlight it from I-17 all the way down, including these yellow cells, all the way to M446, copy it, go to the appropriate player, click there, and we suggest you right click and paste as values. And you'll see all of those results will come through. Once the organizer has captured all the players that are involved, it is now a simple process of, as the season continues, going to the results sheet and entering the scores as they happen, and the spreadsheet will automatically update the table and the sweepstake points table, both on an overall level and on a match by match basis, so you can see who's doing what in the sweepstakes.